What's going on, my gods and goddesses of the cosmos? We are here. It's your boy AMK Ra Al Moon. Don't get it twisted. I got a lot of people be like trying to take this Jesus shit to a whole nother level. So I figure I just give you guys a little update, right? So if you Google, like, it's fucking 1 o'clock at night or in the morning, and I'm sitting here and I'm just making sure I'm doing my due diligence to wake up my people because you guys really don't know what you serve or why you do it, right? If you so let's just talk about it, right? First we're gonna start off with J, right? When was J invented? The letter J was invented until, from what I've gotten, is 1524. And the J used to make the I sound, right? If I need to talk louder, I'll make sure I do that. So pick up the pace because this video might be like an hour. Not gonna lie to you, it's a lot to go over. So bear with me. Let's take our time. There's no judgment here, just truth. That's it. Don't worry about how I look. Don't worry about what I like, how I say shit. Just focus on how you feel and see if it resonates in your heart, and then look up and do this shit yourself, and then you'll understand what's going on, right? All right. So the letter J wasn't invented until 1524, right? It became in place by Gian Giorgio, right? It's GianGiorgio. You can type this in and look it up. I'm gonna tell you guys every step of the way to find out this stuff, right? And his last name is Tricinio or Triciano or some shit like that, right? Trissino, Tricino, all right? It's Italian known as the father of J. He's known as the father of J. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep going. Like I never met something that tries to be the father and the son at the same time, but then again say that they're two separate things, but then again said they are one. You get what I mean? This is where the confusion comes. This is where they play with you, all right? All right. There's no gravesite of Jesus, right? You've never seen a gravesite of Jesus. Stop capping. If you say you've seen a gravesite of Jesus, you're capping. You are capping. You have never seen that shit ever in your fucking life. Ever. Ever. Not once, not twice, not, oh, I probably caught a glimpse. No, you've never seen it. You never seen his body, you never seen his gravesite, you never seen none of that stuff. Cut the cap, right? Description, all right. The description, this is another false thing. The description of Jesus, when you see, is a white man. But even in the book, it talks about he has the skin of bronze, you know what I mean, and woolly hair. If you look up the color of bronze, right? Matter of fact, I'll do it while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Let's just show it right here. Bronze color. This is what bronze looks like, guys. This is what bronze looked like. Okay? And then they say it was like burning bronze, right? Or burnt. Right? If we want to be technical, right? This is what his skin color really looks like. This is what burnt bronze looks like. Right? Or brass, bronze, however you want to say it, right? Same shit. Right? Let's get back, right? Now, the invention of who Jesus is that these Americans took this whole story from, and they don't understand what they're doing to people. They just know that it helps them captivate gods. It's kind of like a deal, you know what I mean? We help you get the people because the people are the gods, and then once we got the people, it helps the gods end up coming down, and they end up basically causing chaos, being able to do whatever they fucking want, and there's no order from the natural people on this planet which are the gods like us, to keep that shit in the line. You get what I mean? It doesn't help when you're on a earth chakra, which is the heart, right? And you're full of love, and then you just come get conquered by showing people the same shit that was gonna take you up. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep going, right? All right. They invented, his name is Gratio, it's Gratio, Egyptian god. And basically, these were the Greeks who ended up copying. They were copying everything. When you say Egyptian, you're not Egyptian. You're from Khemet. Alchemy. You get what I'm saying? Chemistry. That's what you come from. Chemistry, right? You come from black matter. Black. That's what Khemet means. Black lands. That's where you come from. Remember last time we had a black civilization? What they do? They flooded that bitch, right? Wake up. Wake up. This ain't just false claims. These are their people and their inventions. You get what I'm saying? We taught them everything they fucking know. This is why they used it against us. Now, Jesus is, and you can look this up right now, Serapis Christus. Serapis. He's a Greek Egyptian god. Anything Egyptian and all that stuff, I'll give you a breakdown, right? I'm gonna give you the Greek names of our ancestors, right? That they call gods, but of our ancestors, because we come from them, right? You have Thoth, which is the Greek name, but the real name is Jehudi or Tahuti, right? You have Horus, which is the Greek name, but his real name is Haru, okay? You have Isis, which is the Greek name, but her real name, the Kemet name, our ancestor's name, is Aset. You have Osiris, which is the Greek name, right? But the real name that they take that from, which is the Kemet name, is Asar. You get me? You have Anubis, which is the Greek name, but from Kemet in the original name as our ancestors, it is Anpu. Okay? And the crazy thing is, no matter how much they change it, Khonshu always stayed the same. Which you guys know who I am. You get what I'm saying? So let's just keep going. I'm the reflection of the sun and the earth, right? Which is the moon, a moon child, right? I'm showing you guys what I do. I'm protector of the travelers of night. Look, it's nighttime right now. It's been raining, it's been thundering. I'm sitting in here, I'm doing my due diligence, saving my people as I've always done, making sure that they're good. This is just a physical version. You guys don't understand what happens when I'm asleep. That's just a whole nother topic, right? All right, let's get into it because I don't want to hold y'all up. In Latin, right, they say, if you were like ha 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 ha, they would say ja 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 ja. That means ha 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 in their head. You get what I mean? Because the format is different. So J is H for them in Latin. And what's Latin? It's a demotic language. Some people could say it's demonic. It's just a demotic language. They speak in tongue. How do you reach Jesus? You speak in tongue. But his name ain't Jesus, because how you say Jesus in Latin? Jesus. This is where we're getting deep, all right? This is where you got to start putting on your thinking cap, all right? It's Zeus, right? Now, who is Zeus' father? In case nobody knows, I'll give you like a few seconds to get it. Zeus' father is Cronus, right? And what did Cronus do before Zeus came into play of power, right? He ate every fucking one of his children. And you know why he ate his children? Because he was scared of losing power. This is what Saturn has to deal with, the creation entity with Cronus. This is what it has to deal with, that evil shit. It's a man who doesn't want to lose power. Why you think in the Bible, I am a jealous God. Do not serve anyone else but me. Or else. Do not question or else. You know what I'm saying? Now, check this. In nature, there is no squares. There is no squares, right? We live in it's called a Metatron, right? A Metatron cube, right? Y'all look this up, a Metatron cube, right? It's squares, right? It traps light. That's what a Metatron cube does. It traps light. You feel me? So this is why your laptop. I can tell you everything that I'm looking at right now. The house has square shapes. The door has square shape. Look at the shadow of from the reflection of everything. Everything is square. Look how the shape of that light is trapped. It's the light is in a square shape. That's the Metatron cube. My speakers are square. My laptop is square. My chair is square. This book is square. My cell phone that I'm recording off right now is square. My bed is square. My windows is square. My door is square. If you look at all this shit I'm saying from a high point, if you look above this shit, you're gonna see a circuit board. This is what look, this is what Earth looks like from above. You can't tell me nothing different, especially if you're in a plane, you'll see this shit, right? This is what it looks like. Hold on. Remember, Earth, Earth is mother, right? This is why it's called Mother Earth, right? But it's not natural, right? This is a recreation of this is a not a recreation, but this is a made up substance of the real earth. Somebody tried to make their own format. You get what I mean? And they had to only use squares, right? So look at this. Motherboard, okay? Mother Earth and motherboard, right? You have to know the difference between the two, right? So motherboard. Let's see what that looks like. Go to some images of some motherboards, right? And show you, right? Now, yeah, this is a perfect one. Let me get a big one and blow this shit up, right? Now, let's make it bigger. We're gonna make this bigger, okay? Now, when you are driving, right? You're on the highway and you're on the roads and you're doing all your things, right? What does it look like, right? Isn't this what the cities look like? You got the lanes, you know what I'm saying? You got all the buildings around, you know what I mean? People enter into these buildings, you get what I'm saying? This is what we live on, if you guys don't understand. This is exactly what we live on. We are in a simulation, and you guys got to understand that. What I'm giving you is you just look this shit up. All you gotta do is look it up, right? Okay. So now you know that light is trapped, right? In this stimulation. That means anything can go down. Right? But how do I get shit to go down? Oh, I take the original people and I put them in something. What do you put them in? Oh, you put them in a fleshly suit. This is why they're trying to make you think that this reality is so real, because you're making it real. That's the whole point. You are the creator. You are the God. They need you. You get what I'm saying? But let's not get too twisted off, because this is I think the most important topic that I need to share with you guys. And I feel we just have a late night talk. You know what I'm saying? We just talk this shit out, right? So, like I said, Horus and Jesus, right? Son and son. The stories line up, not the characteristics though. The stories line up. Yeah, they're both saviors, but this has to deal with something different, because Zeus is Jesus, right? And the son, which is the son, right? Cronus is the father of Zeus, which the person who just doesn't want to give up power and move. You get what I'm saying? He eat his children. So what Zeus did, he challenged the father, and he overthrew his father. And when he overthrew his father, he was now the god of time, everything, all that. You get what I'm saying? time, heavens, earth, all that, because Cronus own that power, all that. He's on that now. You get what I mean? We're not even talking about his own element power. His own element is lightning and thunder and rain and storm, right? That's like his element, but he also has everything else because what? He took out his father, right? So this is what in the book. Remember what Jesus was saying? He was telling the 12 disciples, like they were like, why are you laughing at us? You know what I mean? Because they were praying, like they seen bad prophecies and they're praying, and he's laughing. And they're like, Jesus, why are you laughing at us? Just look up any, I don't know the exact chapter, but just look up what chapter and verse was Jesus laughing at his 12 disciples when they were praying, right? He told them straight up, you guys are doing all this shit and you don't even know you don't even know who you're serving, who you're really serving. And they're like, we serve the true God you serve, and this and that. He said, no, you don't. Because if you would have got what he was saying, he was letting you know who he was right then and there. The only nigga who knew who he was Judas Iscariot. He's the only, Jesus wanted to see who was going to step up and say something. The only nigga who stepped up and said something was Judas Iscariot because he knew who he really was. He seen it. And he wasn't scared to say something. Paul, all them other 12, them niggas didn't do shit. They was in fear. He wanted to scope out who didn't have fear. You get what I'm saying? It's a twisted subject when the narrator of the story, just think about this. It's twisted. This is why your mind can't comprehend what is true or not. You ever been lied to so many times to the point you just don't even care? Now do you see why you are enslaved? The goal is to get you to not care about nothing. Just do what you think you're doing best. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all do this shit all the time, bro, and this is how you keep coming back. You keep being trapped. They keep using your same energy. They make sure you don't wake up and find out who you are, because you wake up and find out who you are, you can change the whole fucking grid. All this is just a blockage to the next dimension. This type of earth is a blockage to the real earth. That's all it is. And once you discover that, you can move on to the next planes and the next distance and all that stuff. You don't ever have to worry about being trapped again. It don't matter if you die here, it don't matter none of that shit. You don't have to worry about it. Because what you know you can take with you. That's the only thing you can take with you is your experience and your knowledge and what you did with it here. Anything else stays here. It's trapped. That's why they said everything is basically light forms and all this stuff. This chair is not really solid. It's just vibrating out of. They're not lying, but that's not our light. You get what I'm saying? We are sunlight. This is artificial light. Why do you think it's so? Just take a look around you. Just take a look around you, right? Like artificial light. You ain't seeing shit without this shit. You get what I'm saying? You ain't seeing shit without this shit. Especially when they got the skies all covered up and shit like that and cloudy and shit. When it's super, super cloudy, guys, I'm letting you know, that's Zeus. That's Zeus. If you look up any movie or anything that has to do with Zeus, look up Hercules, look up anything that has to do with Zeus. When they go up, it's mad clouds and levels you got to get through before you can see what's actually going on in the heavens, right? Now, remember, Cronus was the god of the heavens and the earth. So when Zeus took that over, guess what? Guess who owns earth and guess who owns heavens? Why do you think there was a war in the heavens, right? All this shit, right? Because nobody wonders what the source is that they had. Nobody knew what they didn't want to let go. Hello. The real gods, the true gods. You get what I'm saying? Do you think a nigga just don't want to let go of something? To not want to let go of something means you control something. If you control something, what do you control? What's so important? But y'all don't ask the right questions. Like, why he don't want to let go of the power? Where did he get his power from? Oh, then this when you start understanding dark matter, and then you start understanding all this other shit, which is you. Y'all's belief Give them power. Without the belief, they don't exist. And this world and this system doesn't exist either. They are knocking out nature, right? And don't get me wrong, guys, I know it seems like I'm steering off, but I'm still talking about Jesus. This is the funny thing y'all don't get. I'm still talking about Jesus, right? So like y'all gotta remember this is why y'all don't remember. This is why melanin people don't remember, right? We ignore nature now. Just look. Just look. Look how I'm dressed. Look what I live in. You know what I'm saying? It's raining outside. I don't want to get wet. You get what I'm saying? Just look. Who you see out here fruited up? Who you see out here sun gazing? Who you see out here charging their body and their crystalline body? Who do you see that? Nobody. Everybody in church. Everybody's in something. This is why you can't live with these. And you have to, if you live with these, everything's gonna be physical to you. You're not gonna feel nothing. And this is what they want you separated from. Spirit. You are the shit that makes all this exist. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what they do, right? If I took 3 black kids, right? Because no matter what they thought, it came true, right? Now let's just say I was a white man and I took 3 black kids, right? And they had manifestation on a level where anything they thought they can make. So let me make them think that I'm their God. Let me make them think that there's nothing more than me. You see how I come into creation off of your fucking powers? This is what y'all don't understand. This is why it's hard and it's tough, because we also created this shit. But it's not our fault we created this shit. We created this shit because we got resetted. Our minds, that something resetted the whole fucking scale of our consciousness level. If you read any type of humanity story or anything, right? Christ consciousness was like supposed to be like the evolved type shit. No, we put it into play. They wiped us clean. We forgot who we were. We fell into a whole nother realm that's like not us, like cavemen's. You get what I mean? We went from gods to like just dumb as fuck. You get what I'm saying? And then they retaught us a whole nother shit that did not happen. This is technically 1025. They added a whole nother century, a whole nother 1,000 years onto the history. Now we talking about 2000. Christianity is not that long, guys. It's really not that long. This shit came into play not that long ago. We just really been here that fucking long and we can't fucking remember. And this is what I'm here for. Wake y'all up. There's a lot of people remembering. Wait a minute. My light shine bright. My light is forever. My light is infinite. I'm gonna show you another proof, right? In the Bible, they always talk about the soul is like a burning flame that you just can't put out, right? So why the fuck are you scared to go to hell and burn? How the fuck does a flame burn? This flame is burning. It don't look like it's scared to do what it needs. It looks like it's doing what it needs to do. Shine and burn. You get what I'm saying? It's a fire. That's what it does. Are y'all keeping up with me, or are you guys just think I'm just some idiot out here who just like I'm just speaking for my own ego? I'm just speaking to make myself feel good, right? Let me show you guys who Serapis Christus is, right? So y'all understand too. I ain't bullshitting. Y'all need to do your history. Black man, black woman, black goddess, Latino man, Latino woman, god, goddesses of the cosmos, universal. You are the creator. That's why you're creative as fuck. That's why you have rhythm. That's why you have feeling. That's why you got swag. That's why you make everything that they put on you good. They made a deal with the devil, the true devil, and that's the God of this earth, which are, those people. I'm not going to say who they are because there's some people that are just a lesser version of melanin. Don't forget, don't act like black people is not giving birth to albinos, nigga. Don't knock your white brother. Some of them know. Some of them know and they don't fall for it. But the ones who don't know, it's very clear who they serve. But the deal's gonna backfire because the more we wake up, the less their time is up. And they're gonna go with the person that they made the deal from. They give their life. That's why they're trying to recruit as many people as they can. The crazy thing is you can redeem your light back. They can't. They never had it from the beginning. That's the whole thing. All you gotta do is remember. That's all you gotta do is remember. It's that easy. Just remember. That's why everybody's telling you to wake up. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking at everything in the physical way and look at it as a spiritual way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I was saying, I'm sorry, I be getting off a point because I'm very passionate about this shit. Like it's sad. A lot of people don't get this shit or they just don't care about it. And bro, I'm sitting here like, bro, this shit could bring me to tears to the fact that a lot of people don't know this or get a chance to know this shit of who they are. Imagine spending 100 years never knowing what the fuck you really could do or who the fuck you really were, right? I'm so happy that I set myself up to make sure that I knew who I was when the time, because I knew when I got here, I automatically, it was a clean slate. It's like strict. To come here from where I was before, it was not, I already knew I was not going to remember it at all. So I had to make sure my soul literally picked my story to make sure it added up and aligned it right back to who I was, right? In this world, everything that's against you, that plays like it's not, is really what you really are and what you have the power in. And if you understand that, you could put yourself. This is why they say don't follow things that don't abide by you. Right? So I said, like, for example, belief, right? To be something, you gotta live it out, right? So if you're everything but God or the creator, right? What are you? Some of y'all, I'm just a man. Shh. Okay. You wonder why you feel so weak. Men are God-fearing. Never forget that. Men are God-fearing. So if I'm telling you I'm God, why do you think niggas is intimidated? Why do you think they so scared when you come in the room? Why do you think they feel some type of way? Why do you think some of them understand that they have no choice but to respect you because shit can go down? And if more you guys know that shit, it's gonna be a problem. Look what they did to our nigga Rashad Jamal. I keep going off track, but look, before I even get to there, just look, right? Serapis Christus, right? Now this is AI overview, and then we're gonna go down to the actual World History encyclopedia.org, right? So this is an organization, this is the real shit, right? The concept of Serapis Christus refers to the idea of the historical figure of Jesus Christ is a reinterpretation. Jesus Christ is a reinterpretation of the ancient Graeco-Egyptian god Serapis, while some scholars and critics have pointed out similarities between the narratives of Jesus and the god Serapis, particularly in themes of healing, the underworld, and salvation. These claims are not widely accepted by mainstream biblical scholarships or Christian denominations because this shit was invented. This is what you guys don't understand. It was invented to make sure you forget who you were and the power that you've had and you possess. This is why we're letting our world fall, because we're not doing nothing about it. As he was linked with the afterlife and transformation, Serapis became known as a Redeemer God and Savior who granted what? Believers eternal life. So, who do you think the believers and the creators are? The believers is you, fool. You manifest if you was just a manifest machine, right? But you didn't know what the fuck you wanted to manifest, right? Say I drew you a picture and I said, here, manifest this square and this tree and this water and this and that, and then you made it. And it just happened. But you didn't know that I created the picture for you. You just drew it. Who has the more power? Who has more power? Just think about it. Who has more power? The person with the idea or the person who can make it? Why do you guys think art is so symbolic? Why do you think symbols are so symbolic? You get what I'm saying? There's some people who can think of a triangle, and then there's the people who can draw it out. Why do you think the word of God, before it was a word of God, it was hieroglyphics? We were the pictograph of all this knowledge that they're understanding. Now they're just understanding. They put it in the word form. After they understood it, they put it in word form. Now Jesus is the word of God. But he's the same person that he's talking about. That's why he said, me and the Father are the same. Are y'all getting the point? Are you getting the point? It's not a lie. It's not a lie. You can't lie. You can't lie here. You can't. It's a heart. You can't lie. You get what I'm saying? If I grow a tree, if I grow a tree that's supposed to be a banana tree, right? And it grows up and there's fucking pears and lemons and shit, right? Clearly, it's gonna show once it grows. Once it grows, it's gonna show you exactly what it is. A lot of you guys are letting people tell you what to grow into. You're supposed to be the most fruitest and spiritualist tree there is. You get what I'm saying? But people are telling you you're not from that tree. And if you grow and see that you ain't got no bananas and still try to call yourself a banana tree, that's what you're doing. You're lost. You're still claiming that Jesus is your God and your Savior and this and that. And you're just giving power forever. And even when you die, you still give power to him because you dedicated your life and your soul to this person that you don't know, which is a man. This is where the genie and the lamp come from. Bro, this type of shit that I'm telling you guys, I can lose my life. I could just wake up dead. Nobody would know fucking how. I could just disappear. You guys would never know how. I'm willing to take that risk though. I can get locked up. They can just put some false accusation on me and just say I did something super crazy that I never did. They can call me a cult leader. My family called me a cult leader when I was waking up people, and like it was actually really, really working. I didn't know that I was doing it like that. Like I'm talking about just touching me, just talking to me, just having my presence around you wakes people up. Because that's my tune, that's my frequency, that's my light. I'm a creator. And if you are the same, it's gonna happen. This is why they don't want us out. You get what I mean? People like Rashad Jamal, people like me, there's people like Young Pharaoh. There's tons of people of us who know what the fuck is going on. And then you see us go through crazy shit, and then I'll be like, oh, he can't be God. He can't be the Savior. He can't be the this and that. We just one of them. We're not the, we're one of them. You get what I mean? We're we're not the, we're not the, we're You get what I mean? For example, there's multiple cats, right? My cat, that's a cat, but it's not the cat. You get what I mean? It's of a. God is of a. You get what I mean? It's species. It's a species. Man and God are two different things. This is why you have man-made versus natural. And natural, which is what we called ourselves before we were called pharaohs, before we were called gods, any of that shit. We were called Najirs. That was the masculine way to say basically a superhuman being. A natural superhuman being. That's what a Najir was, a man, right? And a Neter was the nature. That's like the middle. And a Netaru is the feminine. It's the feminine line of how to pronunciate it, how to say it, right? A Netaru is a goddess. There's no difference. Now, when it comes to just male, then they talking about like pharaohs and all this extra other bullshit. That was just claims that are still of us. This is why we resonate with higher frequency, higher power, because that's what we are. This is why you have a lot of black people out here saying like, this is my block. You know what I mean? This and this and that. Their energy is not wrong, but they're in the wrong place doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit can make me cry, bro, because it's just like I watch people daily make sure that their loved ones, the ones they say I love you, is making sure you're a slave. The girl who actually don't give a fuck about this shit is making sure you don't even step up and do this shit. Like, there's girls that I'm telling you, there's girls that are traditionally set to make sure you fail, and it's not their fault because they're getting fooled just as much. You get what I'm saying? It's very hard to find a girl who doesn't love materialistic things, bro. Like, for example, you could be a guy and you could be a young god, right? You working your ass off, right? But before you met that girl, right? She liked everything about you. Then when you wanted to take her serious, you started what? Giving a part of yourself to her. You get what I mean? This is why men lose themselves, because they give themselves up. We weren't like that. We wasn't sexual like that. The only time we had sex was when we created. So it was like this. Me and my mate, we focused on our energies. I don't have kids. I'm just showing you how we did this shit. We created shit, right? This is what the Ankh is, right? I would tell, we knew that there was something wrong in the cosmos. So we will bring it here. This by physically seeing something wrong, we knew universally something was wrong. This is why we knew how the stars align, we didn't have to be out to understand. We were everything. I move like the moon. There's no telling what side I'm on right now. You get what I mean? Or where I'm facing the light and what I'm shining on. There's no telling right now because you're just seeing this. You get what I mean? But if you understand the moon and the cycles, you will understand like, oh shit, he's at full power today. You get what I'm saying? He fully there. He fully aware. Oh shit, don't let me get mad. The moon will be yellow. Straight up. I pull the tides. This is my job, bro. This is my job. What does the moon control? Water, magnitude, right? And it pulls the waves, it pulls the tides. What do you think I'm doing in a physical version? You are made out of fucking water. What do you think I'm trying to do? Pull the tides and the currents to where they need to go, and to do what they need to do so they can flow at their own state. Wake up. Can't do this shit by myself. Wake up. If I have to do it by myself, I will. Bro, I'm going to say this shit. I am willing to die for y'all. Y'all just don't understand because it's that important. It is that important. Now that I will put my emotions to. That I will fucking reflect to. That I will have a part of me, period. Why wouldn't I? What is freedom if my people ain't free? What's a world when you're the only one who's creating in it? You know what I mean? Y'all gotta wake up, bro. So now back to the topic of Serapis Christus, right? Man, this shit gets deep, bro. I'm telling y'all don't understand. It takes so much for me not to cry, bro, because y'all just don't understand, bro. Like, even my family, bro, I gotta watch these people and I gotta see them be clueless to who they really are. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. And mom, I love you. Don't get mad at me, you know. And dad, I love you too. Don't get mad at me. But the truth is the truth. How can I sit here and lie? You know what I'm saying? And even if I did lie, what would happen? It would turn into truth because that's the whole purpose of truth. I just told y'all about the banana tree. Once it grows, you're gonna know if that bitch is a banana tree or not, right? So keep believing like Jesus is about to save you. He's not. You can only save yourself. Life shows you can only do certain shit by yourself. If you don't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? If you don't believe in yourself, how the fuck you even gonna believe in somebody else? How dare you believe in anybody else but yourself? That's the real shit. You get what I'm saying? So, my mom, she has a power of love that, like, you guys just, bro, I think my mom is literally like the heart of this fucking planet. I swear. She's so sweet. She is so sweet to the point I can see how somebody would manipulate her. You know what I'm saying? But she has a fire deep down where if you get on her wrong side, bro, I'm talking about she'll burn this bitch down. Down. Just her voiding you and not talking to you makes you feel some type of way because the love she gave you was unconditional. My dad, on the other hand, my dad got no legs. He lost both of his legs, right? He still don't let nobody talk to him any type of way. When his voice is spoken, everybody stop what the fuck they're doing to understand or see what he needs. That is power. Do you not understand that? You get what I'm saying? And I'm a reflection of my father and my mother, which is the earth and the sun. You get what I'm saying? My dad has sun energy. My mother has earth energy. I am the moon child who reflects off that. It's no difference in saying the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. It's no difference in the Theban triad, which is where I come from, which is a part of the 18th dynasty, right? You get what I'm saying? Theban triad is Amun or Amun, Mut, M-U-T, and Khonshu. Mother of mothers, father of fathers, sons of sons. Together is a trinity of what? Creators, creation, gods, goddesses, Neteru, Neter, Niger, Pharaoh, Pharaonics. Do I need to just keep going? There's a reason why when you say God for one individual man, it's just one D. When you say goddess, you better double that fucking D, bro. That's how you know where the power is at, bro. Why do you think our women can fuck us up? See, y'all thought I forgot my point. See, I know y'all don't understand how advanced I am. Y'all thought I forgot my point that I said earlier because I said other different points, but did you see how it all leads back? That's truth. Truth always leads back to the same exact thing that it needs to be. And you are who you fucking are. I'm speaking in spirit, so it don't matter which way or angle or direction I go with this bitch. It's gonna be truth. And you're gonna look it up and see that I'm not bullshitting. We need to wake up and we need to step up and we need to stop letting people take over our world. Ain't nobody gonna run this bitch like we are. Nobody. Nobody. Look at our women, and y'all don't even know the hoodest bitch that's in the hood, right? And excuse me for saying that, right? But you gotta call it that because that's what they go by. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a this and that. Half of them are the most creative women you'll ever meet. You'll meet a girl who's a stripper and she getting fucked by hella dudes, right? And then you can spend some time with her and you'll look and you be like, oh shit, this bitch can draw. Oh shit, she got talent. She can sing. They have so many talents of creativity, but the main view is shake that ass, bust it wide, hit this, drink this, smoke this. They dosed up, never make it to your. You know how many niggas done fucked up their soil and wonder why the plants ain't growing? She don't even got a bed for you to put the grass on, nigga. You ain't got nothing to step on. And if you as a goddess hearing what I'm saying, that should really bother you because you are the key. I'm gonna show you the power of a woman's love. I could work 60 hours, right? A week if I got love from my woman. If my woman loves me and respects me and care about me and know who I am, just her love alone would make me work that job that I fucking hate every fucking day just to see her happy. Y'all don't understand power. Y'all be using all your bullshit. Y'all be trying to use your pussy. Y'all be trying to use money. Try to look cute. Try to look better than the other bitch so a nigga think he missing out on something. When at the end of the day, all you gotta do is love me. And respect me and care about me. Why do you guys think you get cheated and left on? Don't try to lie and say, oh, I was this, I was that. No, because if you was, it wouldn't have happened. That's just the truth. Both white men, black men, if you look up King James had massive, he was nasty. King James fucked men, children, all that shit. But you know what he also had on his hip? A queen, which was a witch. They don't play when it comes to witches. When that bitch had power, you get what I'm saying? He kept her close. Fuck all these hoes. You get what I'm saying? That's why some men are like, man, I fucked her, but I don't care about it. It's true. Our hearts ain't in it. We don't get attached like that. Now, if you got power just as much as me, oh no. I ain't about to fuck that up. Nah. I might leave that basic bitch. You get what I mean? For you. That's just the truth. It don't have nothing to do to make you feel like, oh, it's one side, it's this and that, because we both are failing at the end of the day. If I'm not rising your vibrations, you're not rising my vibrations. If you see me getting talked to and dealt with some way and you ain't saying shit and you getting turned on by the oppressors oppressing me, we both the fucking problem. This is why a lot of y'all girls, y'all like violent ass niggas, but you want warriors, but you like violent ass niggas who go against their own people. You ain't about to stand toe and toe. Y'all ain't on that what's that, Queen and Slim? Y'all ain't on that type of time. They got oppressed, and then the cop basically put them in an entity where they had to run for their life. Eventually they got sick of fucking running. But did that bitch leave him? Didn't he give her chances after chances, said, I'll take the... No, she stuck by her man to the fucking end of the gunshot, bro. And look how powerful their creation was. Their relationship with them staying strong, the hood helped them. Everybody seen them as a different person. And they went out with a bang. You couldn't separate them. They just physically was not here no more. Spiritually, they're free. That was it. That was the whole point of the movie, of Queen and Slim. Y'all got to wake up, bro. I'm going to keep giving more lectures because, like I said, this might be 45 minutes to an hour max. You know what I mean? My phone don't be having that much data, and I am not about to keep paying Google not a goddamn for some memory. Paying for memory. Does that even sound right? You gotta pay to look at this memory. You gotta pay to feel this moment and get back to see when at this time when you had some fun or when you had it like that. What the fuck is this for? If you just gonna pay for memory. It's funny, it's called cloud. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you have an idea? It's up in the clouds, right? And then there's a light bulb that sparks. If I had to be a cartoon and they said, oh, I got an idea, it'll be a bubble cloud and a light bulb in it. Cause you spark up, you're the manifestation. You are everything. This video should teach you, I've said so much in such short time because you don't even understand how time exists, bro. This is not even close to a second of what time is. But yet we're 48 minutes into this shit. This is not even a second. Remember, light moves quicker than sound. Never forget that. My light alone has already told you so much shit. I'm catching up so y'all can understand like what I'm saying to the sound behind it. You get what I'm saying? Bro, there's no other time to be alive than now. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear shadows. I don't fear anything. You get what I'm saying? And you have to understand that too. There's nothing for you to fear. Everything is scared of you. This is a reason why you waking up here is a fucking problem. Oh shit, they can bring their outer powers in here. Oh shit. Think about the Avatar, right? Everybody Everybody had their own shit. They had their fire sign. They had their water sign. They had their fucking uh earth sign, right? But who brought that bitch together? Air. Air was the only shit that was missing from that shit, right? Air brought it all together. That was the only missing element. And it just so happened the nigga who did the air had all the elements. And what did he need to do? He needed to think about it. Zuko, right? Zuko's father was a powerful ass nigga. He was the fire. He was trying to burn every fucking thing. He had to go. So what his son do? Team up with the true one, the Avatar. Helped the nigga destroy his dad. Now, a lot of you guys don't know who your true father is. And it's not hard. You see him every day and you ignore him. You see your mother every fucking day, you ignore him. You see your brothers every fucking day, you ignore them. Because you're looking at it physically. Think about it cosmically. They all come from that same source that you come from, and they can all be adapted. That's what these elements are. I can break this shit down any way you want it. Any way you want it. Up, down, left, right, side to side. What? Diagonal, horizontally, vertically, like how you want it. It's still gonna sum down to you. This is it for today, guys. We gonna call these sessions late night memories of Khemet, right? That's what I'm gonna call this, late night memories of Khemet. And we just gonna start having talks, and we're gonna remember together. And I'm gonna make sure you guys wake up. That's my whole point. You know what I'm saying? We're here. From, if you check out all my videos on TikTok, also on YouTube, AMK, Ra, Amun, right? You will see from 2023, I predicted everything that's been happening and what's going on all the way into 2026, right? 2026 is the door of, that's when that gate and the door of war is happening. This is where war is gonna happen. It's the 10th chakra. This is why shit's gonna get real. The shit that you never thought could happen. This is why imagination needs to be under control. You know what I mean? The shit you could really do needs to be under control. You need to believe. Because if you don't, when you can actually really make shit that you think of happen, you're gonna miss out because you gave it up to the wrong source. My name is Khonshu, and I am descendant of Amun and Mut. And I care about this fucking world, and I will not stop, and they cannot stop me, okay? And I hope you know that too, guys. And if anything was to ever happen to me, just know hell will be brought here on earth. They want to see hell? I'll bring that shit. You get what I'm saying? These are some evil ass fucking people to mess with the children of the sun. Never forget. Everything comes from this shit. Water, air, all that shit. We are all water. We're all elements of the one supreme high source, which is a creator that makes us creative. And you are the original ones of that. All these gods are pretending to be you in the now. They acting like your great grandmother. They acting like your mama. They acting like your brother. They acting like your sister. They acting. Some of them are still acting off that shit and making bread. Y'all better wake up. Sinners is not, I haven't even seen the movie yet and I already know what's going on. I been knew Michael B. Jordan was Babalawo. I watched niggas sit here and call him demonic. Look this up. He literally said, I'm Babalawo, and I always knew. And his family believed in him. Why do you think he can get that type of fucking, he can summon that type of character? Because it's him, nigga. It's components of him. Y'all have multiple fucking lies, bro. I swear I want to say so much in such little time, but I'm not making this video over now. We have 54 minutes. So, like I said, peace to the cosmos, to the gods and the goddesses of this whole this whole dimension, on any plane, on any level, we are here. We are fighting. We here. Not like here, but we here. You get what I mean? We hear you. And we know y'all coming. We know we're coming, so I know y'all coming. And I can't wait to reunite with the true family. Peace, I said.